little bit of history about myself. I actually grew up in Great Falls, Montana, and I went to college at Montana State. I got my bachelor's degree from Montana State University. And while I was going to Montana State, I was also in the Air Force. In fact, I took a part-time role in the Air Force so I could go to college full-time. And while I was at college, I was working out, had my Air Force stuff going on and these sorts of things, and my back got hurt and it started to really bother me. In fact, it started to even go down into my leg. Now, interestingly enough, I knew a girl in college and her name was Tori, just like mine. And her parents came to town and lo and behold, her dad's a chiropractor. I didn't know what a chiropractor did. I didn't care what a chiropractor did, okay? But I was kind of complaining about my back, and so he laid me on a futon couch, a crappy futon couch in this crappy college apartment, and he worked on my lower back. He adjusted the vertebra in my lower back, and I instantly felt better. I stood up and went, wow, I didn't know what had happened. It was incredible. He explained it. The vertebra had slipped over time from all the things I'd done, and he worked to set it back in to get the pressure off the nerves. That's why I felt better. And he said, hey, you might want to think about becoming a chiropractor. Well, here I am. So I ended up making a big change of plans. I ended up graduating from Montana State with all the sciences and all the credentials necessary to go to chiropractic college here in Minneapolis, and I got my honorable discharge from the Air Force. In fact, here's my discharge from the Air Force here. And of course, I'm really, really proud of that. So I got out and started to practice, and as I look at the years that have passed by now, I realize I've actually been in practice like 20 years. I still tell people 15 because I don't realize another 5 years slipped by. In fact, look at this. Here's a picture from when I very first started in practice. Look at those nice suspenders. Here we are, 1996, June 7th. In fact, what I have here is this is a letter with a check. And this is a check going to a chiropractor in 1960. In fact, look at this. You'll see that in 1960 it cost $3 to go to the chiropractor. I had a patient bring that in to me when I first started in practice. I framed it because I thought it was so amazing how much things have changed. Well, either way, I'm as excited now as I have ever been about chiropractic. And in the meantime, I've seen thousands of patients. I've given hundreds of thousands of spinal adjustments, okay? From babies all the way up to 99-year-old ladies, professional athletes, Olympic gold medalists, and day after day, I'll tell you what, it still is gratifying, it's still as satisfying as ever to have any patient come in, be able to listen carefully, figure out which vertebra are in trouble, and lay out the plan to get better. Then, of course, some recommendations on how to keep things well. Because what you want to do is what? You want to feel great. You want to avoid as many pills as you can. You certainly want to avoid surgery. You want to do as much as you can naturally. And, of course, here at Prospine, we are your resource for natural health care. We want to see you, of course, be at your absolute best.